All praises to the Most High God, Yahweh. All praise to the Most High. Let's go right here. Go. Let me just put this out this there. Okay. Yeah, keep it like this. Boom. All right, so Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto the Most High God, Yahweh. I do so by Hashem Yahweh Shai, War Dog, Ratazach, back with another lesson. And, you know, I've been seeing this thing on Facebook talking about we have free will. I made a video about this before, you know, and there's nothing wrong with reiterating, because the Most High he's always saying keep the commandments, over and over again. You see the same message being played out all the time, right? So Israel being you know, being Israel, right, ignorant, you know, and always trying to think that Israelites, they be at, they're know-it-alls. You know, the average Jake, Jake be saying, oh, it's this way, it ain't that way, but listen, what at the end of the day, it's what did the Lord say? Right? What does the Bible say? What does the Most High say? Forget about what we say, right? What we say, it means nothing. But the Most High's words, that's why I'm going to start this lesson off with this, right? Let's go to Isaiah 40. Isaiah 40 and verse 8. It says, the grass withereth, the flowers fadeth, but the word of our God shall stand forever. So the word of the Most High that's what stands forever, right? We're like, we're nothing, right? Any man that claims to be something, he is nothing, right? We're like grass that just withers away in the wind, right? And you know what I'm saying? So, that just blows away, right? So, brothers and sisters that be saying that we have free, quote unquote, free will, it's all an illusion, right? Free will is like when people say, oh, well, I raised my hand. Did God tell me to do that? See, my hand is up. I did that, not God. No, well, honestly, it is the Most High that made you do this. Me speaking, everything that comes in my mouth right now, me doing this hand movement, everything, the video I'm making right now for you, right, for all Israel, right? It's not for myself. This is the Most High. That's why the Most High is the mouthpiece, right? Well, it's like I'm the mouthpiece, right? And the Most High, he speaks through me, right? Like, for example, let me get you're going to get Jeremiah. Let's get Jeremiah chapter 1, verse 5. Before I formed thee in the belly, right? So before we're formed, right, the Most High said what? I knew thee. So how can you say you have free will if the Most High already knows you? He knows what you're going to do, who you are, where you're going to be, where you're going to go, how you're going to do it. How does he know this? Because watch this. Let's go to Job, right? Because the Most High, right? Most High knows you. Before he formed you, he knew you. Matter of fact, let's finish reading the verse. Jeremiah 1 and 5. Before I formed thee in the belly, I knew thee. And before thou camest out, it's like before thou camest forth out of the womb, I sanctified thee. So he chose us, right? He chose you what? He said, and I ordained thee a prophet unto the nations. So, hey, the Most High chose me to be a prophet, right? He ordained me to be a prophet on the nations. Obviously, it's talking about Jeremiah, but the Most High, he chooses who he wants to be a prophet. He chooses who he wants to be. So he wants to bug out who like first, like look at this. 2 Thessalonians 2 and 11. And for this cause, Yahweh shall send them strong delusion that they should believe a lie. It's of the Most High. The Most High wants you to be bugged out. The Most High wants you to be a prophet. The Most High wants you to do whatever he wants you to do. It's his will, not yours. Yahweh Shai couldn't even do what he wanted to do. He came to do the will of the Father, right? At the end of the day, free will is just an illusion. It's all in your mind. The Most High is not in time, right? Most High does not have a beginning. Yahweh Shai has a beginning. But the Yahweh, right, energy cannot be destroyed. It gets transferred, right? The Most High Yahweh, literally his name means he exists, right? Or he is. Because why? He's always there. He's always been there. Yahweh has no beginning and he has no end. He's always existed. He is Yahweh. You got to believe in Yahweh, man. Right? So we're going to get Job 33. Right? How do you, yeah, like, for example, before I read this verse, have y'all ever had where y'all had to where y'all plan something out, right? And I'm gonna go to the gym, wake up, I'm gonna hit this gym tomorrow, right? And I'm gonna get a good workout in. And after the gym, I'm gonna go to the movies, right? Or whatever, right? Whatever the case is. And you wake up, right? And all of a sudden, you go outside and somebody's at your door, right? Yo, let's go do this instead. Da da da. Your plans change. You see what I'm saying? So it's not you. It's like, for example, right? Proverbs 20 and 24. Man's goings are of Yahweh. How can a man then understand his own way, right? So man's goings are of Yahweh, right? The Lord is the one who he's the one that's directing his steps, right? Look, Proverbs 16 and 9. A man's heart deviseth his way. So your mind, right? You think that you are choosing what you're doing. You think that you know what you're going to do. You think, okay, I got it all planned out. This is my thing, it's my will. I'm gonna do what I want to do. Right? But at the end of the day, what does it say? How can it says, but Yahweh directed his steps. It's the Most High that's directing your steps. What you're doing in life, right? It's the Most High. Ultimately, right? The Most High, he already knew the beginning he already knows the end from the very beginning, right? Isaiah 46 and 10, declaring the end from the beginning. See that? He declares the end from the very beginning, right? And it says, and from ancient times, and the things that are not yet done, saying, right, the things that are not yet done. So the thing that you're planning to do, the Most High already planned it for you. See that? Then it says, my counsel shall stand, and I shall do my pleasure, the Most High's pleasure, not yours. So if you're wicked, if you're evil, whatever it is, the Most High made you that way. Anytime you see deaths or anything like that, the Most High does all these things. It's of the Most High, right? The Most High already had. Look, when you read Ezekiel 38, it's talking about Gog and Magog and that Russia right now, so-called Russia today, right? Most High already predestined them to destroy everything. Everything's already predestined. 144,000, they're already predestinated. Everything is predestinated. It's preordained, right? So we're gonna read Job 33. Job 33 and verse 15. In a dream, in a vision of the night, when deep sleep falleth upon men and slumberings upon the bed. So when you're sleeping, right? When you're in your bed and you're sleeping at night or you're daydreaming, whatever, right? Verse 16, then he opened up the ears of men and sealed their instruction. That's where you get your instruction. See what I'm saying? So it's not you it's really not you. Ultimately, it's the Most High behind everything. Anything. If you done something stupid, if you fell, if you tripped, if a piano falls, if a tree falls and no one's around to hear it, does it make a sound? I mean, yeah, the Most High. Most High knows all these things, man. The Most High knows all things. Right? So ultimately, man, the Most High is the one that preordains everything, right? If a bear comes and smacks an Edomite in the face for no apparent reason, apparently, right? The Most High did that, right? The Most High has a sense of humor, right? If you know what I'm saying? Just everything and anything, everything is predestinated already to happen. The Most High said he declared the end from the very beginning. You can't even cut that. Now let's just keep going through the spirit, right? So let's get the book of. We're gonna get. Daniel chapter 4 verse 35. It says, and all the inhabitants of the earth are reputed as nothing. So we ain't nothing. Right? So anyone that think that y'all something, just know that you ain't shit. Right? Just like Galatians 6 and 3 say. And it say, and he doeth according to his will in the army of heaven and among the inhabitants of the earth, and none can stay his hand or say unto him, what doest thou? Let me get this in a different translation, right? So you can't stop the Most High from doing what he wants to do. It's his will, right? He has control over all. Let me see this in the GNT real quick. Alright, so let's get this. Daniel. Matter of fact, let's get the CEV. Let's get the CEV real quick. Let's get the CEV. It's the book of Daniel, chapter 4, verse 35. And it says, "To him the nations are far less than nothing. God controls the stars in the sky and everyone on this earth. When God does something, we cannot change it or even ask why." It's predestined. The reason why things happen is because the Most High does it. See, that's beautiful, right? CEV, right? So you see that it's not in us to do what we feel like we want to do, right? It's not up to us. It's up to the Most High, right? Here's a good example too. It's the book of Mark, chapter 14 and verse 30. "And Yahweh saith unto him, Verily I say unto thee, that this day, even in this night, before the cock crow twice, thou shalt deny me thrice." He's talking about Peter, right? And look, when you go to verse 68, it says, "But he," look, and this is predestined, because how did Yahweh predict this, right? It's predestined to happen. The Most High wanted this to happen. Remember, this is a Bible. This is a book. So everything's already written down. So you're going to tell me you have a choice to stop God's will? So you're basically telling God, you're giving God the hand and say, hold on a second, let me do what I want to do, and then I'll come back to you. No, you can't do that. Right? Let's get, all right, so verse 68. Mark 14 and verse 68. "But he denied, saying, I know not, neither understand I what thou, so like neither understand I what thou sayest. And he went out into the porch, and the cock crew." Verse 69. "And a maid saw him again," and so that's the first time, right? "And began to say to them that stood by, this is one of them. And he denied it again." So the second time, right? "And a little after, they that stood by said again to Peter, Surely thou art one of them, for thou art a Galilean, and thy speech agreeth thereto. But he began to curse and to swear, saying, I know not of this man of whom ye speak." So he started getting really rowdy and really rough. Guess what? Peter just denied Christ 3 times. And look at this, verse 72. "And the second time the cock crew," the cock crew, right? So yeah, exactly how the Yahweh said, that cock's gonna crow twice, and you're gonna deny me 3 times. So look, and then it say, "And Peter called to mind the word that Yahweh said unto him." So he was like, oh, damn, it happened. See that? "Before the cock crowed twice, thou shalt deny me thrice. And when he thought thereupon, he wept." He started to cry because he was like, oh my God. He said it and it happened. Because you can't stop the will of God. You can't. It's impossible, and it's inevitable that whatever the Most High God said, it's bound to happen. You don't have free will. It's an illusion. You think you have free will, but the Most High already knew this is what he's going to do. It's like the Most High's up there, he's popcorn with the angels, and they watching you, and it's like, look. Remember that part? Look, so this is the part. There it is. You see what I'm saying? Right? Let's go to Leviticus. So I'm just going to break down some things. Like this one brother on Facebook, he posted up, what about free will offerings? Let's go into this. Leviticus 22 verse 18. "Speak unto Aaron and to his sons and unto all the children of Israel, and say unto them, whatsoever he be of the house of Israel, or of the strangers in Israel, that will offer his oblation for all his vows and for all his free will offering." Check this out. It says free will. So he thought right there, oh, see, look, God gave us free will. No, a free will offering is an offering that you give freely to the Lord. But ultimately, it's the Most High that made you do it. That's what you don't understand about free will. You don't have free will, right? Let's keep reading. "Which they will offer unto Yahweh for a burnt offering. Ye shall offer at your own will a male without blemish of the beeves, of the sheep, or of the goats." See that? The Most High is saying of your will. Because we're in this thing called time. That's what I was trying to explain earlier about the Most High being energy, right? I'm going to go see how it just came right back. We're in this thing called what you would call time. There's no time where the Most High is because he's always existed. Yahweh has a beginning. We have a beginning. We have an end. And that's why we live 1,000 year lifespan. Well, when we get to the kingdom, we have 1,000 year lifespan and regenerate. It's a circle of life. See that? There's no time for the Most High. Most High, there's no time, right? There's time for us, right? We have time over here, right? So we have this illusion that we think that we're doing what we want to do, but it's really the Most High who instores it into us and makes us do the things that we do. We're basically robots. Think about it, right? By Shema Mashiach Yahweh Shai. I hope the spirit just, comes right through this and hits you right in the noggin, man. By Shema Mashiach Yahweh Shai. In a good way, not a bad way, right? So we don't have free will, man. The free will offering is an offering that you just freely make to the Lord, right? And it says at your own will, but literally it's not really your will. It's the Most High's will. He chooses who he wants to do. Like, we didn't choose to come to follow the truth. The Most High woke you up to come and follow the truth because he knows who's going to be the 144 and the 1/3 and the rest of the Israelites that are going to be saved. It's him, not us. We don't know. Nobody knows. If we knew, then we would just be like, well, I'm number 155. I'm number 5,000. We don't know. And I dare not make myself of that number. Nobody, none of you Israelites should dare make yourself of that number. Right? So let's read Ezra 7 and 13. It says, I make a decree that all they of the people of Israel and of his priests and Levites in my realm, which are minded of their own free will to go up to Jerusalem, go with these, right? Of their own free will. But it's like I said, this is an illusion. Free will is an illusion. We don't have free will, right? Psalms 119 and verse 108. Except I beseech thee the free will offerings of my mouth, Yahweh, and teach me thy judgments. But we know that the Most High chose David. We know that David went off because the Most High already predestined him to go off. Everything is predestined. If you do wicked, the Most High predestined for you to do this. Everything is already written. Your life is already written down. The Most High knows what you're going to do next. He knows your next move. He knows what you're going to do before you even make the move. Right? So there's this all, they bring up these scriptures to say, well, we have free will. No, you don't have no free will, damn it. Ain't no free will. You can't freely do what you want to do. The Most High, if the Most High allows you to do it, then okay, yeah. But you have to that's why you have to give all the glory, all the credit, all the praise that goes to the Most High, not yourself. When you say I have free will, then also you have more power than God now. That's when you have to ask yourself. Go and read Job 38, all the way to chapter 30, Job 38 to chapter 42, and then ask yourself, and do I really know it all? You don't know it all, bro. Come on now. Let's get Deuteronomy 30 and 19. I call heaven and earth to record this day against you, that I have set before you life and death, blessing and cursing. Therefore, choose life, that both thou and thy seed may live. So, like I said, we have this illusion in time that we are choosing life rather than death, right? But it's really the Most High who chose us to do these things, right? This is a movie. We're the actors, and we're just playing our roles. That's all we're doing, right? And I'm further explain this too, right? Because I'm gonna put it all. I'm gonna just show you why I'm bringing these verses out. One, because people are bringing these verses out to trying to confound brothers, and people I'm seeing getting confounded. Like, bro, you really think that's? Come on now, and trying to uphold this thing that we have free will, that God gave us free will, and we could do what we want. No, we cannot. I mean, ultimately, technically you can do as you pleasing to do, but ultimately, it's the Most High that ordained you to do these things. The Most High made good and evil. You telling me that you have the choice to do evil, but the Most High set you up to be evil, right? The Most High made. Let me get that verse actually. Let me show you something real quick. Let me see something. Psalms 58 and verse 3. The wicked are estranged from the womb. They go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies. It's of the Most High. He's the one who made them wicked from they were born. right? Even when you read Romans, let's go to this real quick. Watch this. Let's go to Romans 9. That's why you gotta study, man. Study to show yourself approved, man. Right, Romans chapter 9 and verse, I want to get verse 10, I believe. Is it verse 9? Romans chapter 9. Romans 9 and verse 11. For the children being not yet born, they weren't born yet, neither having done any good or evil, that the purpose of God according to election might stand, not of works, but of him that calleth. So before they even did anything, the Most High knew who was the good one, who was the bad one. And when you read about Esau and all his descendants and all their lives, the Most High already predestines what they're going to do. So you're telling me you have free will? You don't. Jacob, he already knew what they were going to do. He had the chosen lineage and all of that. He knows what they were going to do and all that. You're telling me you have free will? No, you don't. Right? Let's go to, let's get 2nd Ezra 7 and verse 59. It says, for this is the life whereof Moses spake unto the children while he lived, saying, choose thee life that thou mayest live. You got to choose life. Ultimately, look, think about it. Choose life. If you say you have quote unquote free will, hey, you got free will, you better choose, you better free willy choose this life rather than choosing death. Right? But ultimately, the Most High that really has this stored in you that you're going to choose life. Right? Ultimately. Right? Job 7 and 14. When thou scarest me with dreams and terrifiest me through visions, so that my soul chooseth strangling and death rather than my life. The Most High the Most High makes you bug out. Most High makes you choose. Most High is giving you these things. You're saying you're choosing it, but it's literally the Most High already put it in you to make these choices. Right? Joshua 24 verse 15. This is one of my favorite verses too. And if it seem evil unto you to serve Yahweh, right? If you think, okay, fine, whatever, you got free will, okay, cool. You better make sure that you're freely choosing Yahweh and serving Yahweh. Bahashima Mashiach wa Malak Yahweh Shai, right? It says, choose you this day, you free willies out there, choose you this day whom ye will serve, whether the gods which your fathers served that were on the other side of the flood, or the gods of the Amorites in whose land ye dwell. But as for me and my house, we will serve Yahweh. Bahashima Mashiach Yahweh Shai. I'm gonna serve the Most High. I want to, and the Most High put it in me to do so. I just pray to the Lord I don't get bugged out. And if the Most High bugs me out, that's because he predestined me to be bugged out. If the Most High chooses me to the very end to endure, and I keep these laws and I do this to the best of my ability, the Most High already had me predestined to do so. And I just pray that I don't ever become a bug out. I pray that I endure and I keep enduring to the very end because I want to make this, man. I mean, let me get Romans 9. I'm going to read, man, this with Romans 9 and verse 19. Thou wilt say then unto me, why doth he yet find fault? A lot of y'all be asking this, right? It says, for who hath resisted his will? Who can resist the Most High's will? Yahweh Shai couldn't even do it, man. Yahweh Shai couldn't resist the Most High's will, right? John 5 and 30. I can of my own self do nothing. As I hear, I judge, and my judgment is just, because I seek not my own will, but the will of the Father which had sent me. You see what I'm, look at it. Oh my God. This is just pure clean cuts. Proverbs 19 and 21 in the G&T. People may plan all kinds of things. And I know you do that. You plan all kinds of things. But remember that verse in Job 33 and verse 15 and 16. Right? In a deep sleep. Right? He sealeth your instructions. Right? Let me read it again. Proverbs 19 and 21. People may plan all kinds of things, but Yahweh's will is going to be done. Don't matter. It's his will. You can plan all you want, but he's going to make sure you do what he wants you to do. And you're going to do it. Right? Whether it's being wicked or being good. Right? Romans 9 and 20. Nay, but old man, who art thou that repliest against God? Shall the thing formed say to the thing that formed it, why hast thou made me thus? Have not the powder power over the clay of the same lump to make one vessel to honor and another unto dishonor? What if God, willing to show his wrath and make his power known, endure with much so long suffering the vessels of wrath fitted to destruction? If your wrath fitted to destruction, if you're a body, a vessel fitted to destruction, what does that mean? You was predestined to die. Look, the 2/3. Can they live? No, they're going to die. They're predestined. See that? So you don't have free will. It's all an illusion. Please, Israel, stop with the bug out doctrines. I'm trying to go home. I just want heaven, bro. I'm tired of captivity. See my eyes, bro? I got bags underneath this. Got a bad back and everything. It's crazy. People really love this captivity. I'm trying to get the hell out of here, man. We all got to be in the spirit, man. Stop with these bug out doctrines, man. You don't got no free will. So it's up to the will of the Most High, and that's it. So with that, I give all praise, honor, and glory to the Most High God Yahweh. I do so by Hashem Mashiach, Malak Yahweh Shai. Y'all already know. Links down below. Follow all the Sicarii channels, right? Sicarii NJNY, Sicarii Dallas, Sicarii Toronto, Sicarii Sicarii Memphis, Sicarii Dallas. Listen, man. Follow all. Just type in Sicarii on YouTube. Go to the links down below, right? CASHAPP is down there too. Anybody willing to donate, you know what I mean? Listen, I ain't no goddamn Christian pastor. This is free. I'm not asking for no money. But if you're willing to, if you want to donate, you know, help us travel, bring the word out, you know, support the school, you know, the cash is right down below. All praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem Mashiach Yahweh Shai. Right, this has been Ward Ratazach. Give you another lesson. Hope y'all was edified. All praise to the Most High. I want to give a strong Kwam Yasha Allah and Shalom.